Entanglement with August. 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 Hi everyone and welcome to Tando's Real Authentic. I'm Tando, and if you're new here, I just want to tell you I'm about to become your favorite YouTuber. And that's on facts. So don't forget to press the subscribe button and the bell icon so you never miss a video. So in light of the whole Will Smith, Jada and August drama, I wanted to do a chit-chat video, get ready with me, about just the realities of relationships, or just how relationships are just, when you're in them, they're so different from what we've seen on TV, and we perceive relationships to be perfect and everything, but there's so much that goes behind building that relationship and building the communication with your significant other, your person. And I just feel like when you're in a relationship and when you're faced with these realities, it's like, oh my god, this is not what I signed up for. But that's what relationships are. They require a lot of effort. And so yeah, I've just gone ahead and done my brows and my eye base. And I'm just gonna go for a really natural makeup look. Nothing too crazy, just natural everyday. This is how I do my makeup, so please don't come for me. And yeah, so let me start. The first thing that I want to say about relationships is that love isn't enough. Love really is just, it's not enough to hold together a relationship. From my experience, I feel like it's got to be so much more than just love. It's got to make sense to be with you. You know, our vision, our goals, what we want in life need to align, because there's no point in saying I love this person, that's why I'm with them, and yet a couple years down the line you guys realize, oh shit, you guys want different things. You know, it's not worth it. So early in the relationship, you've got to just make sure that what you want and what that person wants out of life, especially if you want to have a long-lasting relationship, your wants need to be aligned. They need to make sense. Being with that person really and truly just needs to make sense, essentially. And I think it's a really hard pill to swallow, especially when you're in a relationship and you realize that, oh snap, our goals are so different. And again, I want to say nothing is perfect, and you've got to realize and act on it early. You really have to, so that you're not wasting your time or wasting the other person's time in the relationship. Yeah. Okay, so I don't know, should I tell you what I'm doing? I'm not a makeup artist, so I don't know what, if I should tell you, like, do you care? But anyway, I'm just going ahead and just, with a very neutral shade, just blending in, and yeah, I think I'm just gonna do one side of my face on camera and then the other half off camera, as to save time. Yeah. So the eyeshadow's done, very soft, very neutral, you know, so I'm just gonna get on with the rest of my face, priming with my Maybelline Baby Skin Primer. Oh yes, another thing that was a surprise to me, not a surprise, but something that I had to get used to, is trying to normalize arguments, and not have them as arguments, but have them as conversations. And for me, I get very emotional. I'm such an emotional person, and the first thing I want to do is get defensive. And something that I'm still learning in my relationship right now, is just to calm down and realize that this person isn't attacking you. You know what I'm saying? They're here for you. They're on your side, and it's you and this other person against the problem type of thing. And I laugh because it's so hard for me. And another thing that is important in a healthy relationship is understanding your partner's love language. understanding their love language and what they appreciate. This is also something I think until yesterday I thought that I was great at relationships until I was coming up with a list of things that I wanted to say, and I realized that I expect my boyfriend to speak my love language, but I don't necessarily make the effort to speak his love language and show him love in the way that he wants it to come across. And my love language personally is, I am very big on PDA. I love hugging, I love kissing, I love just affection, I love attention, words of affirmation. And I thought that my love language, for some reason I thought that my love language should be what my partner's love language is as well, which is not right. Which I need to now learn what he takes or what he expects as an act of love. And for him it's quality time and just being off my phone and just giving him the attention. And that's whether it's just us sitting and chilling and watching a movie together, or just engaging in conversation. You know, it's something that I'm really learning, because I'm not that calm type of person. I always want to just be up about doing something, and yeah, I'm just really learning to step back and say, hey Tando, like, it's not only about you, it's about this other person that's also sacrificing and doing things for you. So you need to stop being selfish and dig deep and put in the effort to try and speak that other person's, your significant other's, love language. Speaking of sacrifices, sacrifices are just so important in a relationship, for a long-lasting relationship. I feel like we've gotten caught up in the whole, oh, this is how I am, take me as I am vibe. But in reality, that doesn't work. It doesn't work, because you need to grow as a person, and you need to understand that, okay, this person doesn't like this. I love this person, this makes him unhappy. Is it worth it? Is it worth doing? Is it worth losing that person, possibly? Is it worth it? And you've got to do that math and make the necessary sacrifices and the necessary changes in order to have a healthy relationship. You know, especially I think women also is like, I'm independent, you want to change me. But also it's another thing. So we've just got to normalize that in a relationship, sacrifices are necessary. Sacrifices and compromises from both sides need to be made in order to just have a relationship, have a good relationship, have one where there's an understanding. Another one is just communication. You've got to communicate early what you want out of the relationship, and it's constant work. Communication is just constant. You've got to constantly be telling that person what you expect, what you don't like, what you like, and just be very open and honest about it, because nothing good ever comes from just holding back what you truly feel. Because what's going to happen is you're going to start acting different, and that person's going to be feeling it, and they're going to be confused on their end, and they're not going to know how to handle it, or how to change, or how to help you or make you feel better. So sacrifices, compromises, and communication, very important. Another thing to remember is that you guys, at the end of the day, you guys are two different people. Yes, you are together and have chosen to be with each other and made a commitment, but you are two different people. You're learning and you're growing and you're changing, and so it's constant work. Yes, a relationship is constant hard work. It is, and you've got to be constantly learning this person and helping them grow and supporting them in their growth, as well as they've got to be doing the same thing to you. They've got to help you. They've got to got to support you, direct you, put you on the right path. And that goes again with it's got to make sense that you guys are together, because only if you understand the end goal and where you guys want to be, or you understand the change that person's making for the betterment of themselves and for the relationship. So I think that's one thing that we really don't have the patience, or we don't want to keep learning the person that you're dating. Yeah. I know it's a hectic contour, but I love a really dark contour. I love it. I live for it. So I've concealed and I've contoured, and now it's time for my foundation. I don't use, well, I do use, but I'm not a fan of liquid foundation, because I feel like I have pretty good skin and I don't need so much coverage. So if you want good skin, please go watch my previous video on how to get good skin on a budget. But yeah, I do use compact powder. I find it more natural and I don't have much to hide. And something that I have had to normalize is having those difficult conversations and making the effort to improve yourself. And it's never easy. It's the most uncomfortable feeling to me of being called out on something, or just realizing, oh shit, I'm not the best at this and I need to change. And just being in a relationship is just constant learning, it's constant improvement, it's constant developing, and you've really got to get into a relationship knowing that. My relationship with my boyfriend has been it's been an incredible journey. I don't want to say journey because it's not like the end, but it's just been incredible, and especially how much I've grown in it and how much he's helped me develop and improve. I'm so grateful for it, and it's such an integral part of my life. And I've never been good at relationships and maintaining them, but this one I find myself really making the effort and really wanting to keep it safe and just treasure it. And it's like I said, it's just constant work, and you just really just keep on learning, and you'll never know it all. So yes, if you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. It was really hard for me to film because it's just a whole new kind of concept, multitasking. So if you have any tips, please comment that down below. If you agreed with anything I said, or if you have any tips for maintaining a relationship, please comment that down below as well. If you haven't subscribed yet, I am so confused. Why have you not subscribed? Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!